Over the millennia, animals have gone extinct on Earth for many different reasons. Sometimes it's because of a dramatic change in the climate. Other times it was because of human interference. Advances in science, especially biotechnology, could enable scientists to bring some of these animals back from extinction, and there are a few already on the list. Scientists must be able to show that the species is desirable, such as having an important ecological function or being beloved by humans. And they also must consider practical matters, such as whether we have access to the tissue that could give us good quality DNA samples. Here are 15 animals scientists want to revive from death. 1. Caspian tigers. During their prime, Caspian tigers could be found in Turkey and through much of Central Asia, including Iran and Iraq, and in Northwestern China as well, but they went extinct in the 1960s. Some scientists want to bring them back by reintroducing the nearly identical Siberian tiger to its old habitats, where they expect it to adapt. 2. Aurochs. The aurochs is an ancestor of domestic cattle that lived throughout Europe, Asia, and North Africa. Scientists want to bring them back through selective breeding of cattle species that carry some aurochs DNA. To this end, European teams have been selectively breeding cattle since 2009. 3. The Carolina Parakeet. The Carolina Parakeet was a small, green parrot with a bright yellow head and orange face that was native to the eastern United States. The last wild one died in 1904 in Florida, but the genes that made them still linger in close relatives in Mexico and the Caribbean. 4. The Cuban macaw. The vibrant Cuban macaw lived in Cuba and went extinct in 1885 due to hunting, trading and being captured as pets. Aviculturalists are rumored to have bred birds that are similar in appearance, but slightly bigger, because they had similar genes. 5. The dodo. The dodo is perhaps the most famous extinct animal. It evolved without any natural predators, but the humans that arrived on their home island, Mauritius, took advantage of this and killed them all for food. In 2007, scientists found the best preserved dodo skeleton ever, which may hold valuable DNA samples. 6. Woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoth carcasses have been frozen and preserved, which has allowed scientists to access well-preserved DNA. The last isolated population of woolly mammoths lived on Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean until 4,000 years ago, but scientists contest whether we were to blame for their extinction. 7. The Labrador duck. The Labrador duck was always rare but disappeared between 1850 and 1870. Supposedly it didn't taste good, so it wasn't hunted extensively for food, but scientists believe we are responsible for their extinction nonetheless. This is why they want to bring them back. 8. Woolly rhinoceros. The woolly rhinoceros was common throughout Europe and Asia. It had stocky legs and a thick woolly coat that made it well suited for the cold tundra environment during the Ice Age. Human hunting is often blamed for their extinction, so scientists want to reintroduce them to make up for it. 9. The heath hen. The heath hen lived in coastal North America up until 1932. They made for delicious dinners, and were likely the foundation of the Pilgrims' first Thanksgiving. We practically ate them all, which makes them another candidate for de-extinction. 10. The ivory-billed woodpecker. The ivory-billed woodpecker lived in virgin forests of the southeastern United States, but there hasn't been a confirmed sighting of the bird since the 1940s. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology even offered a $50,000 reward for someone who could lead researchers to a living specimen. 11. The imperial woodpecker. The imperial woodpecker may actually still be alive, but hasn't been seen in more than 50 years. It is officially listed as critically endangered, possibly extinct, because a lot of its habitat was destroyed by humans. If it is extinct, scientists want to bring it back to make up for that. 12. The moa. The moa were a giant flightless bird from New Zealand that reached 12 feet tall and weighed more than 500 pounds. They died out because of overhunting by the Maori by 1400, and their closest relatives have been found to be the flighted South American tinnitus, which could hold some of their genes. 13. The elephant bird. This giant, flightless elephant bird was found only on the island of Madagascar and died out by the 17th century. It is widely believed that they went extinct as a result of human activity, so we want to make up for that too. 14. The Pyrenean ibex. The Pyrenean ibex lived in southern France and the northern Pyrenees, but died out in January 2000. Scientists tried to clone one using DNA from one of the last females, but it died shortly after being born. 15. The quagga. This extinct species of plains zebra, the quagga, once lived in South Africa. The last wild one was shot in 1870 and the last in captivity died in 1883. The Quagga Project, started in 1987, is an attempt to bring them back from extinction.